Have you recently had a breakdown about something seemingly small, like not being able to find your keys or someone chewing too loudly? Chewing is something that gets to me. Never bothered me before, but I'll tell you what, chewing is one of the things that gets me to my bones now. If I can hear you chewing, I'm having a problem. Welcome to Women with a Pause, bringing menopause to the table and normalizing discussions about women's health. So in the video before this, I talked about the stages of menopause, how even from the day you very first get your period, when it's premenopause, through perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause. In this video, we're going to talk about perimenopause. And as usual, I have my helper out here, catching balls, breathing heavy on your video. So, are you waking up at 3 a.m. every morning, sweating to death, having to change your clothes, freezing the next minute, like every night? What is going on? You're not crazy, you're not broken. It's probably perimenopause. I am not a doctor. My videos are for informational purposes because knowledge is power. And this is Women with a Pause, where we call it out, break it down, and remind you that you are not alone. You are just in the most under-discussed phase of womanhood ever. There's never been an under-discussed topic like this ever in history. So let's talk about it. Perimenopause is that transition phase leading up to menopause. Usually starts in your 30s or early 40s, and it can last up to 10 years. That's a decade of hormonal madness. And no one really bothered to tell us about it. Estrogen levels start tanking like the stock market, and progesterone just like was up and out of here. And your poor little nervous system is just trying to cope. I've seen some creators on YouTube that talk about late diagnosis ADHD, and I don't think it's late diagnosis ADHD. I think that it's something they developed in response to their estrogen levels tanking. Like, there's all kinds of symptoms, things that I never even considered could be related to estrogen. Sleep issues, like not being able to go to sleep, not being able to stay asleep, not being able to wake up once you've been asleep, anxiety or depression, brain fog, tinnitus or tinnitus, I don't know how it's pronounced, that ringing in the ears. I had no idea that could be related to estrogen, and it is something that has been bothering me probably for a couple of years now. Weight gain and joint pain, and who am I right now? Mood swings and hot flashes and rage issues, like real Hulk-like rage, acne, crawling skin, a decreased desire for sex, dental problems and dizzy spells, osteoporosis, muscle aches, night sweats, kidney stones, unwanted hair growth, like on your chin and your face, and hair loss in the places that you want your hair, incontinence, insulin resistance, irritability. I wonder why. Sleep apnea, itchy skin and wrinkles and vaginal dryness. We get it all. And this is where I'm telling you, if men had to deal with half of the shit that we have to deal with, they would be diverting half of the military budget to fixing it. So this is not a comprehensive list because I don't want to depress you more than you might already be dealing with depression. But that is some of the things, and maybe some of the things that you thought, holy crap, I didn't know that. Like pain in the soles of your feet and other weird shit. But because no one's been talking about it, we didn't realize that it's not just us. Lots of us have been told it's in our heads, or we're just stressed, or we're too anxious. It's probably early aging, and you're just going to have to get used to it. Yeah, no one ever really stopped to say to us, that's classic perimenopause. And that's because most doctors aren't trained to recognize it. So we suffer in silence, we self-blame, and we walk around confused, when what we really need is information and discussions. So here's what you need to know. You are not alone. You are not imagining this, and you can take control. Start tracking your symptoms. Start asking more questions and the right questions when you're in your doctor's office. We're going to address those questions in a later video, so you're going to want to make sure you're subscribed. And we're going to take a look at our options like hormone therapy and nutrition and the kind of exercise that we need to be doing for better health and longevity. We're going to talk about movement, we're going to talk about sleep, and we are going to talk about getting and giving the support that we need as women. And most importantly, we need to normalize this. We need to talk about it. Talk to your friends, talk to your family members. We need to not feel uncomfortable saying the word menopause and not feel uncomfortable hearing it. And we need to talk to our partners and our daughters and our sons, because they're the future partners of women with a pause. Because the only way that we stop this cycle of silence is by breaking it, is by talking about it. You know the drill. If any of this hit home for you, like, subscribe, comment. I want to know in your comments what symptoms hit home for you. Anything that I mention make you think, what? That's related to menopause? And if you're watching this far, I guarantee you someone in your life is wondering if they're losing it too. So let them know that they're not losing it. Let them know that it's probably perimenopause. Let's find the answers and get rid of the shame. This is Women with a Pause, and I'm Dawn. Nice to meet you. We're taking our power back, one hot flash at a time.